This is Extreme Outdoors with Rob Carter, driven by Extreme Power Sports Columbus and Opelika.
So this was our first episode of Extreme Outdoors, driven by Extreme Power Sports. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate that. Please follow, like, subscribe, because we're going to be going over all things power sports. So we're going to be focusing on motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides. Later on in the year when it warms up, we're going to have Sea-Doos and Sea-Doo switches. We're going to go riding with people. We're going to get video, and that's another thing too. If you ride and you want to be on this show, swing by and talk to us. We will definitely love to hear your story or why you like these machines and want to hear how you use them. If you have any footage, same thing. We want to see what you use these machines for. And once again, if you're a customer of ours and you want to tell us your story why you come here, please reach out to us here at Extreme Power Sports in Columbus. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Now that football season's ending, what are we going to do for fun?
What are you talking about, guys? That just means it's spring riding season.
He's right. Riding season starts now at Extreme Power Sports, Opelika, and Columbus.
Whether it's on-road with motorcycles, slingshots, spiders, or Rikers.
Off-road with dirt bikes, ATVs, and side-by-sides.
Or on the lake with Sea-Doo and Sea-Doo switch.
So start your spring with us.
Extreme Power Sports, Columbus.
And Extreme Power Sports, Opelika.
Oh, I thought we were throwing the football like last year.
Welcome to Extreme Outdoors, driven by Extreme Power Sports. I am your host, and welcome to Extreme Power Sports in Columbus, Georgia. Now, why are we doing a podcast from an Extreme Power Sports dealership, all right? Well, this is why. It's because every one of the guys that's here, this is their lifestyle. They love these machines. They ride, they experience this stuff every single weekend. It's just part of their everyday lives. And what's cool is that we get to see all the new side-by-sides, motorcycles, personal watercraft before anybody else does. So that's why we're doing this podcast, to show you what our employees are really, really excited about here at the dealership, and also to show you what's new that's dropping in dealerships everywhere. Right, downtown Bill Brown?
That's right.
Welcome, downtown Bill Brown. He is the Prince of Phoenix City, the King of Ladonia, and he is my co-host right here. Now, Bill,
What's up, bro?
How long have you worked here at Extreme Power Sports total?
12 years, going on 13 total.
See? Our employees have been here for, and if you can talk to a bunch of the guys here, most of them have been here for over a decade. And the reason why is because we all have a lot of fun here.
A lot of fun.
Now,
Yes.
What is some of your favorite riding? Like, what do you like to jump on when you do jump on something?
I think it's going to be the Raptor 700R.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you said
Yes.
that and not what I thought you were going to say.
What was you going to think?
I can't say that. It's PG-13.
Okay.
So
Whisper
Raptor
it
700. So and good thing that you talked about the Raptor 700 as well,
Yes.
because it is the 70th anniversary of Yamaha.
Yes.
And I think this year they just released a new 70th anniversary edition colors, and we're going to be talking to Chris Bruno from Yamaha a little bit later, and he's going to tell us all about that. You like jumping on the Yamaha Raptor? Is it just because straight speed, that kind of thing?
It's the speed of when you hit the gas, something might bad happen.
Something might bad happen.
Something might bad
That's a
happen.
good thing to tell. Okay. Y'all, this is a lot of fun. Be careful because you might die.
It's the rush. It's the rush of hitting that gas.
Now, one thing that's cool about Yamaha is that they do have a bunch of really, really cool colors. What are some of your favorite colors?
It's going to be the red.
Oh, so
white.
the 70th anniversary
Yes,
edition.
I like that.
Well,
Go Dogs.
you keep bringing that up, so we might as well go talk to Chris Bruno from Yamaha, so he can tell us all about that 70th anniversary edition and those colors. So let's go cut to Bruno real quick. Here's Chris. We are back at Extreme Power Sports in Columbus. I am Rob Carter, and we are heading upstairs to our second deck. And I shouldn't have ran. Oh my God, I'm in my 40s. I know better than this. All right, here we go. Back upstairs to the second deck to talk about Yamaha and what is new with them in 2026. But I'm not going to talk about it. My buddy Chris Bruno from Yamaha is. Bruno, tell him what you do.
Chris Bruno. I'm district manager with Yamaha here in Georgia. I've had this territory for 21 years.
All right, Chris, what is the most exciting thing that Yamaha is doing in 2026?
I think the most exciting thing about this year for Yamaha is our 70th anniversary. And we've got a couple of models that are going to represent that in terms of a red and white color scheme. So if you're a fan of the R3, R7, R9, R1, the YZs, the Raptors, the YFZ 450, you've got a really cool white and red, color livery. So that looks really cool if you're a Yamaha fan.
So this year, did Yamaha do any redesigns, or did they add any new tech that our customers should be excited about?
Yeah, so I would say if you're a fan of the YZ450, that bike had a pretty big redesign, right? So new frame, updates to the clutch, hydraulic clutch. The motor, the bike is now, I would say, a little more manageable to ride. So I think we've made some real improvements on the 2026 YZ450.
What about street bikes?
The R7 had some big upgrades, right? So we now have the chip-controlled throttle, which allows us to have now the EFI modes. So before, it was kind of a very analog motorcycle, and now you've got the ability to have a sport mode and kind of a cruise mode, if you will, right? And the difference between the two, the throttle response, is just much more exciting in that sport mode.
And anything new with off-road?
The big change would be for the Wolverines. We now have an unlocking rear differential, which for many years we've been asked to have this feature on the machine. Took us a little while, but we now have that available on the Wolverine products. That's kind of cool.
And if you want to check out any new Yamahas, just swing by our dealership at 2990 North Lake Parkway in Columbus, or you can just shop online at extremecolumbus.com. Don't miss a single moment of riding in 2026 with Extreme Power Sports Columbus. Right now, our service department can get your vehicle in, serviced, and back out on the trails in no time. Plus, Insta360 cameras are in stock so you can capture every ride, every trail, and every memory. And when the weather turns cold, keep riding with our huge selection of enclosed cab side-by-sides with heating and air like CF Moto Highland, Can-Am Defender HD11, and Polaris North Star. Only at Extreme Power Sports Columbus. And we're back at Extreme Outdoors, driven by Extreme Power Sports. Now we're joined by Tanner. He's one of our service advisors here at Extreme. Now, Tanner, you don't ride as much as you did before, but what's really cool is that this dude has like a herd at the house. I've never seen a guy with so many kids, but what's amazing is that it's like all the kids are riding machines right now.
Yeah, we've got, even the 2-year-old is getting used to riding the little four-wheelers, but my 4-year-old, my 7-year-old, my 10-year-old, and my 13-year-old. God, that's a lot of machines, dude. Like, like where do you put them all? I got a shop outside. Oh, thank God. We keep them inside. We keep them nice and ready to go all the time. So which one of the kids like really likes like you're like, all right, this one's going out with me every time I go out? Probably my 4-year-old, but my 2-year-old doesn't let me get out of the house and go down to the shop without following me down there. Oh, yeah. You got any of them on dirt bikes yet? Not yet. Not yet. So just quads. My son's 13. He rides a dirt bike sometimes. He rides a dirt bike sometimes? He does ride the dirt bike. And which dirt bike does he usually? Kawasaki KLX 110 is what we have. And that one's mine, actually. That's the one I like to get on and chase the kids around when, I got about an acre and a half, and I don't have a lot of grass anymore. So when I'm riding around with them, I like to be on my little 110, chase them around. No clutch, so I can carry the baby on there, ride, with everybody. Now you got a lot of kids that are doing this. Now for parents that are thinking about getting their child their first machine, because there's some parents that don't grow up riding. Right. So if they come in here and their kids have been talking about, hey, I want an ATV, or hey, I want a dirt bike. Yeah. Like, what are some tips that you can give those parents where they're not nervous coming in here thinking the worst, where they're like, no, we got, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are some things that parents can do? Definitely always never get them something without getting them a helmet first. Boom. Always start with something on the head. But just come in, have them sit on some machines, see what's comfortable as far as handlebars reaching and stuff like that. The machines with 4 wheels, you're talking go-karts and ATVs, they are going to restrict you by age, no matter what. If they're a certain age or younger, they can only ride certain machines. Dirt bikes, there's really not an age, that's more of a size thing. You bring them in, see what they're comfortable on, see if they're comfortable shifting gears, if they're comfortable operating a clutch, stuff like that. But also on top of that, bring them over to the parts department, have them put on different helmets. Helmets fit different for so many different kids. I've got a 4-year-old that wears an adult small, and I've got a 7-year-old that wears a youth large, and you don't know their head size without putting a helmet on them. Now, if I'm a parent and I'm buying the first, and I don't ride, so my kid is going to be the first one riding, and I'm like, oh God, I don't know how to work this machine. Do you guys go over that with us, that kind of thing? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we go over the machines. We've actually got a wonderful guy back here. His name's Tommy Williams. Some people that have been around a lot might know him. But he is the guru when it comes to giving all the information about operating the machine, gas, battery. A lot of these machines have throttle governors. Even some of them have what's called geofencing, where you can set a geofence up and keep the kid inside a certain area without them, if they go outside of it, the machine shuts off. That's
right, and if it does, it's one of the coolest features that I've seen.
Yeah.
I think some also come with like remote kill switches as well.
Remote kill switches, helmet detector. I mean, there's depending on the manufacturer, they've got a lot of good perks that parents can look up on to say, okay, that might make me feel a little better, putting my kid out there on this machine, knowing that it has that. But it's something that you can start off really slow and at home in the yard when they're young, and as they get older and want to get into it, then you look at, okay, let's buy a trailer. Let's, look at some parks they have, bogging on the plains they got around here. They've got motocross parks around, when they start getting a little older and showed a little more interest, then you buy the trailer, then you buy, a couple more bikes, then you're buying, then you're going weekends and riding. So if it's something that they really like to do young, definitely a world that they can get into and enjoy as they're older.
Ride into 2026 with Extreme Power Sports Opelika. Right now, our service department is wide open to get your vehicle ready for the new year, so make an appointment today. Need a new helmet or boots for the trail? Get 20% off in-stock off-road helmets and boots while supplies last. Plus, don't be cold this winter. Stay warm with Extreme Power Sports Opelika's huge selection of enclosed cab side-by-sides, including CF Moto Highlands, new Can-Am HD11s, and Polaris Ranger North Star. Only at Extreme Power Sports Opelika. Let me introduce to you the most interesting person here at Extreme Power Sports, Tommy Gunn.
How you doing?
Now, Tanner, we were just talking about how, with Tanner, that you go over all the machines in the back. You tell everybody how they work, that kind of thing. So that's a lot of product knowledge. I mean, how many machines do you have to know?
Well, I've just been here a long time, so I just, just look at them and just go, shoot from the hip.
All right. So what's really cool about Tommy is that he was a stunt rider. Can you tell us about that? Like, when did you start, number one, when did you start riding? And then how long until you were like, hey, I could do crazy stuff on this, and I'm pretty good at it?
It all started out in Jacksonville, Florida, where I met this stunt team, Signal 12. And I'll, ride my R6 Yamaha, just watching this dude doing a wheelie right next to me. I'm like, oh, I just broke a... Okay, let me talk Australian one more time. Okay, here we go. Anyhow, so I'd have these dreams in my head, about doing wheelies. And one day I just woke up and was like, it's do or die today. So next thing you know, I'm doing stand-up wheelies, and just trying my hardest. And I was like, I got this. And the next thing I know, I was just walking 2 mile wheelies. I was like, all right.
Wait, whoa. Walking 2 mile wheelies? Mm-hmm. Just out of the blue, you're like, you just had a dream, woke up from said dream.
Yes.
I was like, screw it, I'm doing wheelies today.
Yep.
And then you friggin' did it.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's amazing. All right, so how old were you when you started doing that?
I was 18.
18. So when did you were like, all right, now I can do crazy stuff? When did you finally realize that?
It all started when I went to the stunt spot and I watched dudes stand on their tanks, turn around backwards, skiing off the side, and I was like, I got this. So I'd say probably about a week later, I was doing all the same things they were doing.
Did you ever start touring with like a team or anything like that?
I did. So we would go to drag strips like all over Florida. I ended up doing my first stunt show. I think I was at age 19 at Jack's Raceways. And it was the first time I did a high chair wheelie, believe it or not.
So what exactly is a high chair wheelie?
So it's basically, we don't have a bike over here. So you sit on the tank right there and you throw your feet over the windshield. And then you just give it a lot of gas, and then you got your legs like dangling off the front, and then you're just riding a wheelie.
Now, we're not going to recommend you try this.
Don't try this at home.
And I'm assuming that, I mean, you had to have had some close calls. Like, did anything
yeah, absolutely.
Right. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Not really that much though. As I progressed,
confidence. That's
later,
why confidence.
I had a lot of confidence back. I was really young. So when I fell, I just get back up and just hop on the bike and keep doing it.
Now, if somebody wants to do something like this, so let's say you got a guy that's been riding and thinks, hey, I might want to try doing wheelies and doing stunts. What motorcycle would you recommend? Like, seriously?
A starter motorcycle. To do wheelies, you really want a 600cc bike.
And why is that? Just you need that power?
It's in the middle, because a 1000 is a little too much, which, I've done both. But a 600 gives you enough power to get the front wheel up, which I actually stunt ride a Navi right now. So which is a 110cc bike. I mean, you can really do anything you want to, but it just really depends on what bike you have you know.
Now, what is your choice? Like if you were going to come out of retirement,
A
start
600.
Doing, so what
A
bike is
CBR
that?
600.
CBR
double
600.
R.
And since you were a professional stunt rider, that means you know a thing or two about safety.
Absolutely.
So if anybody has any questions about helmets or if they need any advice about riding, you can do that, right?
Yes.
So like for a new rider, like if I get a motorcycle, what are some of the things right off the bat you would say, hey, these are things you really need to focus on when you get your first machine?
Number one, don't ride over your head. If you want to ride over your head, you got to have confidence in that. Two, you want to make sure you wear a good helmet. And when you look at the price of a helmet, ask yourself, how much is my head worth when you buy a helmet? And then you want to wear gloves. Gloves are a big one. I got messed up hands from crashing a lot. And a jacket, of course, and pants and boots. And that's for a motorcycle.
Now, like for a side-by-side, first-time rider with a side-by-side.
Of course, wear your seatbelt. And you don't want to go around corners too fast, you know, in ruts. And you also don't want to push, you know, your limits on it. You just kind of want to work your way up. If you're wanting to do performance side-by-side action and stuff like that, you just want to make sure you slowly work your way up to that. You know, that way your mental state is prepared for what's next.
And by the way, if you ever want to go down rabbit holes, that's the guy to come by here and talk to.
Oh yeah, I
Tom,
like rabbit holes.
Yeah, Tom, thank you so much for talking to us today. I appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, we got to do that. We got to check this out. This is we can't mess this up.
Boom, that was a good one right there.
That one hurt. Yeah. Now that football season's ending, what are we going to do for fun?
What are you talking about, guys? That just means it's spring riding season.
He's right. Riding season starts now at Extreme Power Sports Opelika and Columbus.
Whether it's on-road with motorcycles, slingshots, spiders, or Rikers.
Off-road with dirt bikes, ATVs, and side-by-sides.
Or on the lake with Sea-Doo and Sea-Doo Switch.
So start your spring with us.
Extreme Power Sports, Columbus.
And Extreme Power Sports Opelika.
Oh, I thought we were throwing the football like last year.
And we're back, and we're welcoming LaDawn to the show. What's up, LaDawn?
How are y'all? All
right, so LaDawn, as all things outdoors, I mean, God, how long you been riding?
Man, since the 90s, so 30 plus years.
And I want to say you know everybody in Harris County, too.
I know everybody in 3 counties.
And what that means, he knows where to ride. Because that's one of the biggest questions that we get here, especially for new riders.
No doubt.
Where can I take my my ATV or my side-by-side? Because if you're spending all this money, you got to bring it somewhere.
Got to have somewhere to go.
So where do you go?
Well, easy answer. So, you know, there's a lot of us that spend a lot of money to do so. You know, I'm on several hunting leases.
Okay.
You only hunt about half the year. Well, guess what? You
Ride.
have 6 months to ride. You know, we have 20 plus miles of trails on one of our clubs.
Holy God, dude.
So it's amazing local stuff.
So how do you find people like that? You just got to jump out on social media, that kind of thing?
Yeah, that's a good start, man. There's local hunting pages. Some people allow ride-only members. You know, they'll pay for a member while you're not hunting and taking up their deer space, you know, so lots of ways to go, man. You know, right down the road, 40-minute drive, bogging on the plains is a favorite around here, man. It's got good trails, it's got plenty of mud if you want to get stuck, it's got rock walls, man. It is legit.
Now, where's your favorite type? What's your favorite type of riding? Is it mud riding?
Yeah, you know, man, I like a good dirt road ride. I like a pretty easy ride. You know, we'll get a dozen, 14 side-by-sides, four-wheelers. We may have 80 people. You know, we'll ride 15 minutes and we'll stop and, you know, take a break.
Now, I think we know people that go for rides that they go down streams like for miles.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
And so for those riding, the same thing. Just jump on social media, ask around, you'll probably find those places, right? 9 out of 10 of the places that you're going to be able to ride local is going to be some hunting properties. So, you know, if you go to riding on somebody's hunting land, you go to riding on it without, you know, the approvals, a heads up, you know, you're going to jail. But like I say, off season, most people that are on those clubs have side-by-sides and they utilize it. That's how we keep our roads knocked down so we don't have to bush hog. We ride them. So, for hunting or riding, that kind of thing, what machine do you normally lean towards? Like if somebody comes in here and go, hey man, I just want to do some of that riding out there, just like you said, I want to go through creeks and trail ride, not necessarily get in the mud, what would you lean towards?
Man, anything utility is going to be a good, you know, dirt road rider, a normal trail rider. If they're wanting to do a little more than that, you know, we're going to start pushing, you know, your Mavericks or Razors or, you know, whatever brand you like. better suspension, more horsepower, you know, so you start doing some mountain, some Tennessee riding, you know, some deep creek riding, you need more horsepower, you need more ground clearance.
Now, if you can recommend any other place, like where would you tell somebody to go if they lived around here? Hey, you want to go to this part, whether it is bogging on the plains,
Yep.
or is there a place outside that's even further that
Yeah,
you might recommend?
bogging on the plains, you got your bogs and boulders over toward Andalusia. Indian Mountain is in North Georgia.
That's a big one. I've heard a lot of our customers go to Indian Mountain.
That's the fan favorite for the last about 2 years. Closest, you know, mountain terrain. Man, lots of people around here, Tennessee, man. You got probably 10 parks in southern Tennessee.
How long is that ride?
So I mean, you can be there in, you know, 7 hours, and you can ride. Man, some of these things you can go through 5 towns. You stop at gas stations to fill up with gas. It is. You can jump park to park on the road. You know, you can put tags on these now.
So there you have it. If you come into this, if you get your first side-by-side or ATV and you're looking for a place to ride, come in here, talk to LaDawn, and talk to any one of the other guys out here, and we'll definitely point you in the right direction so you can find a place to actually enjoy your new toy. I like the way that rhymed. Thanks, LaDawn. Appreciate you coming by.
Right on. Yep.
So this was our first episode of Extreme Outdoors, driven by Extreme Power Sports. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate that. Please follow, like, subscribe, because we're going to be going over all things power sports. So we're going to be focusing on like motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides. Later on in the year when it warms up, we're going to have Sea-Doos and Sea-Doo switches. We're going to go riding with people. We're going to get video, and that's another thing too. If you ride and you want to be on this show, swing by and talk to us. We will definitely love to hear your story of why you like these machines and want to hear how you use them. If you have any footage, same thing. We want to see what you use these machines for. And once again, if you're a customer of ours and you want to tell us your story why you come here, please reach out to us here at Extreme Power Sports in Columbus. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it.